It does. It happens to the best of them, to the worst of them, to these guys here, as we are getting ready for the first game in this finals.
Yes, and speaking of finals, we load in here to Romanticide LE, and joining us in the top left-hand corner of Romanticide, we have the Red Terran. This
Oh my god! Are they really going to remake? Are they? Are we? Hold on. The dots are real.
The English cast is just confused, and the Korean cast is
too much information. Too much. Max is like, it's an emergency. Patient's gotta go. He's gotta go.
So first we remake the same lobby 3 times. And then Cure pauses. Hang on, let me read up.
Wait, yeah, Cure was on the pause.
Pauses. And then Patient's call says he needs the bathroom. What the hell is happening?
Oh god. I mean, hopefully it's nothing serious, and hopefully Patience is okay. Maybe he had like some Mexican food or something for dinner. I don't know, but
this is the most chaotic finals I've ever cast.
It's all, mate. It's fitting for the player that we're casting here. You know, it wouldn't be a Patience.
I mean, true.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be Patience without needing the bathroom. Wait, what is he saying? He's saying 3 minutes.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh my god. But you know, shout outs to the Korean casters. Thanks for the translation, Maddox. I've not brushed up on my Korean in a while, so now that I'm casting ESL Asia, maybe I should start learning that again.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, normally we have Maddox here, and he's kind enough to give us translations when he can, but he's also not always here. So yeah.
But he does think about the English casters and the fact that there's a very high chance we don't speak Korean. I do want to learn it. You know, it'd be helpful. And chat's caught up.
Chat just got caught up.
Classic Patience. Oh man. What a
you don't know. There was this one game, Yaku knows. There was this one Patience game that Yaku and I were casting for ESL Asia, and Patience was winning. He was winning the game, and then he GG'd out, and we were like, "What? What happened?" Like he was winning. He had a delivery. He had like Uber Eats, so he GG'd out to get the food, and we're like, "What? What are you doing? Pause the goddamn game!"
Oh, Patience is back. Patience is back. Go-Go?
God.
Yeah, he's asking Go-Go.
Oh, God.
And he knew. Oh my god.
Okay.
There we go. As I restart my intro, because Patience had to go to the bathroom. As I was starting my intro. Joining us at the top left hand corner of the map with the Red Terran player, hailing from South Korea and playing for Dragon Phoenix Gaming. DPG. It is, of course, the Terran in this final here.
And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Romanticide LE, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the blue Protoss. He is back from the bathroom. He is ready. He washed his hands, hopefully. We have, representing Good Game Gaming, GGG. It is Patience.
God. I have no words still.
There's no words. It's just hashtag patience things. That's what it is.
There's no words. It's just apathy.
Oh god. Ay. All right. I mean, we need a moment to compose ourselves, but the finals have the finals have begun. It is of course a best of 5. As you mentioned earlier, it is our first Terran of the day, and oh my.
The bunker for the Reaper.
Oh my.
Starting off spicy already.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is something you see commonly. It's not like a committal or anything. It's just a way to really annoy the Protoss. Make it harder for the Reaper to get taken out and harass the mineral line.
Yeah, it basically denies mining time at the mineral line until the bunker is dealt with, so that does take some time. Does give Cure a little bit of a boost in terms of the economy.
Yep, for sure. Though Patience, having seen it, I believe, did go for Stalker first, which should make things a little bit easier than the Adept rolling with an Adept against the bunker. Also getting up a shield battery too, just to make things easier. So, ooh, Cure playing it risky.
Oh god, he's gotta be careful here. He jumps up.
And he salvages. Ooh, he's playing a dangerous game here, and he's gonna lose the Reaper.
Oh, the probe! The probe!
The hero probe. The hero probe, that was Hearthstone himself.
Oh god, Patience does deal with it in the end, but nicely done by Cure. He was able to deny mining time, and also he got a second scout off.
Yeah, he got to see the main base. He got to see the opening was a Twilight Robo. Yeah. So he knows what's coming, which is very critical in a PvT. Just against Protoss in general, knowing that he went for the Twilight Robo, really helps him plan out what his move is. He gets the scout off, loses to Haluk.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. He loses the Haluk. He did some friendly fire damage to a couple of workers, and he's aware of the drop now.
Yeah, he knows his mines, and he knows they're coming. So he should be prepared. Yep, he's got a scouting pylon already.
Oh yeah, we got pylons all over the place. Even down here towards the south. Warp Gate did just finish up, so he should get a couple of units to defend.
He should be able to warp in a couple of stalkers to help with this. There isn't an army finished yet. I think Cure might have timed this a little bit off to where. Oh, nice. He manages to get them all down.
And the army finished.
Okay. Yeah, he actually it worked out. I thought he was gonna drop before the army finished, but he managed to be delayed by the stalkers enough that it finished up.
Yeah, nicely done. We'll see if Cure is able to get some more damage done here as
How did that one stalker hit him?
Oh, okay. He got him as the observer does come out, but another shot goes off.
Oh, that's 7. Oh no. He gets one of them off at least.
Yeah.
As the observer heads over there, he should lose his mind, but getting 7 is still pretty good trade-off for a static mind drop.
Definitely.
Especially against a player like this.
Yeah, 7. That's pretty solid. Again, like typically, like when you go up against Protoss players, it's like 1 probe per mine shot. But Patience slipping up there, forgot about that second Widow Mine.
Yeah, because usually mine drops, like especially if you know they're coming, you can just pull away, right? So it's more of a pressure thing to slow down mining. But if you do manage to catch somebody out and get a good connect off, it's really good for you because you never really expect it.
Definitely. So now Patience has to recover from that bit of damage. We did see earlier he did throw down the robotic spay, and it looks like he is committing to Colossus as his AoE of choice.
Yep, I'm just going for a pretty standard Colossus anti-bio build. You know, getting those extended thermal lances, getting some stalkers to buffer. Yeah, really just playing out a standard game so far, which is, I mean, for Patience, not as expected.
Mhm.
But we'll see how he does it.
We shall see as his army is in position at his third base. So Cure scans. He realizes, all right, yeah, better not push into that, especially with the Colossus there. Patience was anticipating a drop. Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, was drinking water. Ooh.
Oh my
Here he
god.
goes.
Yeah, yeah. Your Patience, he saw the future. He was already here, ready and waiting.
Yeah, he was. he read this like a book. Like he's waiting, and I think Kira sees it.
Yeah, at the moment he's waiting for the opportune moment as the rest of his army is maneuvering. He's looking to try and hit it 2 places at once.
Yeah, he's gonna go for the 2-prong, the deadly 2-prong. And we'll see how he executes this.
That we will. So far, he does scan. He does kill 1 observer. So Patience is a little bit in the dark, forced to warp in more stalkers, ready for that drop.
Yeah, and ooh, does he see this one?
Oh.
He didn't see it.
Yeah. It looks like the observer does manage to escape just barely in time. Meanwhile, we got stalkers patrolling all over the place, ready and waiting for the drop.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna be able to get that drop off. He's really gonna have to somehow pull those stalkers out of there.
Is he gonna commit to this? Oh my god.
Oh, he's going in.
Is he?
Oh man. Oh.
He's just.
No, he's just floating in dead air with both his triple drops.
Yeah, and now we've got like a third push coming through the center as well. Like he's waiting for that moment. Like if Patience ever slips up, it's go time, and he's gone with the. He wants it.
Yeah, man, this is just like, this is funny.
Oh boy, I mean
he's got drops just waiting.
Yeah, and this push, it does cancel the 4th base, so like he is still dealing some damage so far, containing his opponent to 3 bases.
Yeah, which allows him to catch up in bases as well. As we see his 4th being slapped down and 2-2 on the way. I think he's really just trying to play. He's trying to play the pressure game, you know. Really keep Patience on his toes.
Really, he's making sure of Patience. Do you have to A move? He's testing the waters, because if he ever does, like that's it. It's over.
Yeah, if he F2s once, it's done. It's done. You better be using those control groups well. Or even no control groups, like I know some players do. They just box.
Oh, he goes in.
Oh, he's going for it. Nope, never mind. He's not going for it.
Oh god,
they're all still alive. Barely.
Jeez. I'm impressed that no medevac went down. Like that was that was crazy.
Yeah, how did all of those medevacs survive?
Oh boy. As again, that does mean that it's riskier if Cure like in general, like these medevacs are in a very risky location because they can go down even if they try to evacuate and escape.
Yeah, absolutely. They are quite low, and losing the medevacs would make it very difficult.
I mean, that's a lot of supply right there. Like that's that's not insignificant.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That is a lot of stuff in there. There's a lot of Maros.
Oh yeah, and it looks like Patience finally feeling confident enough to poke out here, outside the natural. Oh god, he has to be careful with that Colossus.
Oh, he stims right into the Colossus and does not kill him. He actually barely gets away with it.
Okay, and one of the prongs does back off, so Cure does escape with his drop here to the north. Meanwhile, this one to the south, Patience has eyes on it, is ready and waiting.
Yep, he's ready to try and take this out.
Oh.
Meanwhile, this drop over here getting taken out by the Colossi.
Oh, and he goes in!
Oh, he's actually dropping into the third here, but there's not enough here. It does get taken down quite quickly by the charge lots and stalkers.
Yeah, and he did deal some damage, 7 worker kills, and ooh, the Widowmite is still there, so if detection doesn't get brought over, he can get another shot off.
Where's an observer?
Oh, there it is, there it is.
There it is. Alright, he's good.
Oof. Okay, so now the pressure is off. Patience has dealt with all the drops. There is a bit of a move out here, and oh, almost. He attempts to focus down that Nexus.
Yeah, but there is a blink over, and the stim runs out. No, these guys are gonna die. Never. Yeah, nope, that's a lot of charge lots.
Oh yeah, a bit of a run by going on. I'm not too sure if Cure actually got a glimpse of that, as the Zealots are gonna get into the mineral line.
Yeah, they are gonna get over there. There is a bunker, but it's gonna get charged on. And whew. They will get cleaned up eventually, though. Nothing comes from it.
Oh, that it will. Meanwhile, that final medevac does get taken out, which was a part of the initial drop earlier. And oh, Patience is pushing on forward. There's a lot of ghosts here. There are a lot of EMPs.
Yeah, if you get some good EMPs off, it's gonna be really good, because those are some. That is a lot of Colossi.
Oh yeah.
That is a lot of Colossi.
Maybe too many, arguably.
A little bit.
Oh god, I know there is a point where if you get too many Colossus, it's like diminishing returns, because like they all fire at the same spot, and it's like so much overkill, like DPS, that gets wasted. But we do see a switch into Disruptors.
Yep, Disruptors will help out as well. They diversify the AoE a little bit. No big EMPs so far. There's one on the front. Not too many stalkers.
Oh, yeah. As at the moment, Patience, he's not feeling it right now. He doesn't want to push in, as oh, there is another drop to the north, but it does get scattered by the Zealots.
Yep. He does know that these guys are over here. And he knows to be careful.
Oh boy, and yeah, they kind of end up like bouncing off of each other, you know, like Patience, he's taking his essentially his half of the map, Cure doing the same.
Yeah, we're going to a pretty standard split map late game kind of PvT thing.
Uh-oh. But you know what? Cure, the majority of his army is here to the south.
Uh-oh, his army is not ready for this. He's gonna lose his base. And that is the 5th base going down there. And he's gonna have to defend over here by the 3rd.
That he will, but his main army is being distracted by this small force from Patience.
Oh no. Oh, he slammed his disruptor.
Oh god.
Barely. He's so distracted over here, and he's still got an army up to the top to deal with that's just really, really massive. Though this fight over here is going decently well for him. He's gotten rid of the Colossi, but he does get recalled on, as Patience realizes this run of Cure's force is doing quite a lot of damage.
Yeah, really well done by Cure. Like, he decides to go across the map and apply pressure, and he forces Patience to go for that recall. And as a result, because there were so many Vikings here, Colossus count basically reset.
Which is really good. Just pushing in on that and going all the way to Patience's 4th, really enforcing the recall was just a really good way to get the pressure off his back. But man, I saw somebody they trying ink. Yep, there it is.
Mate. Oh, you could have gone in. There's only one missile turret there. Once it goes down, that's it for the detection, or at least the sag detection.
The blink too. He could have blinked on the turret.
Cure's looking for them, man. He's hunting for the DTs.
He doesn't know Pippi laugh. He doesn't know. Now he knows. Oh, but the 3-2 bio just shreds to. He's forced to turn them to Archons.
That he is. Meanwhile, in the retreat, a full medevac was picked off by the Blink Stalkers, and Archons are coming in as well. They have to be careful from those EMPs.
Yep, those ghosts are getting taken out though. I only saw one EMP go off.
Yeah, and now there's only one ghost in this army. It has 0 energy as well, and Patience is pushing on forward. Meanwhile, at the same time, Cure is once again hitting that southern base.
Down at the 4th, he is pushing through with a decent bioforce, but the Blink DT's on top of him, and he's forced to pick up because those DTs just shred through the bio.
Oh, that they do. Meanwhile, nice. The disruptors do get picked off here, but again, forces a lift up, dealt some decent damage, almost resetting the ghost count for Cure.
Yeah, no, having these ghosts cut down so much is really detrimental here, especially this late into the game. Like, I mean, you've already got shields +1 shields, and +2 shields on the way. Those Archons are a real threat. And oh, the blink DTs.
The blink DTs. The scan is about to run out as well. The orbital it goes down.
Oh, can you stop the missile? He stopped the missile turret. Oh, and Cure taps out from that. Losing the base was enough for him.
Yeah, GG. At the same time, the main army of Patience was hitting the third again, which again, there was no more mining there whatsoever for Cure. Cure, he was just being picked apart, losing so many high-tech units, losing so many ghosts all over the place.
Yeah, no, he was like bleeding ghosts towards the end there. He just wasn't able to output as many EMPs as he needed to. He had some good EMPs in that game, but not when it mattered, unfortunately.
Yeah, like he would EMP like Stalkers and like a couple of Colossus here and there. I think luckily I wasn't expecting it either. Like Patience wasn't going for a big like charged lot heavy composition, which is typically like what EMPs are amazing against.
Yeah. You know, he did get some good EMPs and a good amount of Stalkers, but yeah, you know, just in the end, he didn't have the ghosts, he didn't have the abilities, and he was bleeding out pretty fast.
Oh yeah.
And then he lost the base.
He couldn't keep up with the DTs. The DTs offensively, the DTs defensively as well. Patience was just on it.
He was on the game, on the ball. That's the phrase.
He got that bread.
Oh my god! Why are you bringing this back?
As the kids say, as we are getting in to game number 2 here. Already a 1-0 lead to our Protoss player.
Yeah. Patience in the lead. And, well, we shall see if Cure can take it back as we load in here to Lightshade LE joining us in the top left-hand side of the map. We have the Red Terran player hailing from South Korea and playing for Dragon Phoenix Gaming. DPG. It is Cure.
As we appreciate the ASMR voice.
I was getting a bit loud that last game.
Yeah. I understand. We understand. As spawning in the bottom right hand corner of this map, Lightshade LE, we also have the South Korean Protoss player. He is blue. He's up 1-0. It's a best of 5. It's the finals. It is Patience.
And here he is, the Reaper block. Well, for a pretty standard opening once again. Nothing shenaniganery. Not seeing any proxies. Not seeing no Max Paxson over here.
Yeah, nothing too
Never mind,
crazy. I mean, the probe. Oh yeah, the probe is going out on the map, looking to throw something down. So we'll keep an eye on it. And as we get into the swing of things, there are a couple of people asking, like Cure, like his performance and stuff. I mean, something that is undeniable and should be brought up is that Cure's TVZ is insane. It is.
Oh, it's great.
Arguably one of the best, some of the best TVZ in the world. But you know how Protoss can be though, like.
And Patience knows his TvP.
Yeah, and you could argue like Patience. He's a very unique player. He's unlike any other Protoss, really. Like even the other like aggressive Protosses like Kaz or Parting or SOS, like they don't necessarily play like Patience.
Yeah, no, they have very different. Speaking of Max Packs, as I was talking about earlier, that's a proxy gate.
Oh boy, it is a proxy gate. Meanwhile, Cure, this is exactly how he opened up on Romanticide. So far, sticking with this same opener, unlike Patience.
Okay, this is quite a max packs. He didn't build it early enough to stop the natural from coming up. So really, this is just gonna probably be annoying for Cure having that gate over there.
I mean, this is scary unless Cure gets into the main base. Like, he needs to scout, like, even then, like, he needs to scout that the pylon is missing. There's only one pylon in the main, which is it's a little bit sus.
Yeah, and pro gamers don't forget the second pylon. You need a pylon, build a second pylon. It's a thing from a stream.
Sure.
From a streamer.
Sure.
He was coaching, like he was just doing some coaching, like a replay. And one of the most common problems he finds from NA players is the gold and plat Protoss players, they just don't build a second pylon. They always forget, and then it gets supply blocked. So he just made a whole song complaining about it.
Oh boy. I mean, there is no second pylon here in the main, but because it is across the map. Meanwhile, the Adepts do shade in. One makes it past the wall.
Yeah, and she's trapped, and she is dead. She has died.
She be dead. But with these Adepts here in the natural, it will be denying all this mining here.
Absolutely. So this proxy gateway doing its job, being a little bit annoying, but that tank is coming out now and should keep this from going any further.
Yeah, I mean, it will deter Patience from attempting to go into the main base, but, you know, these Adepts are still here being annoying at the mineral line.
Yeah, I mean, they can deny the mineral line without getting hit by the tank if they wrap around the back of the mineral line.
That they can, but at the moment, Patience, he's playing this a little bit safer outside of the natural.
Yeah, that is quite a lot of a death. Oh, he could have committed. He could have committed.
He totally can. He totally can. Like, now that he's waiting, like, the bunker is going to finish up, and once that finishes, then Cure, he will have a solid defense.
Yeah, I think he missed a shot, but I think he was waiting for the chase to come back up. Yeah, he's gonna go for it. He has to. Now he can't break this.
He doesn't need to. He's waiting. He's waiting for the follow-up.
Yeah, I mean, he still has quite a few there. He's got more gates coming up too, so he can keep warping in over on the over from that little proxy over there.
That he does, as so far there are 6 gateways in total. Glaives is about to finish up nicely lined up with the extra gateways, and then Patience can just continue to pump out more Adepts.
Yeah, this Banshee though being quite annoying. Ooh, the shield battery though, keep the probe alive. And this should be taken down by the Stalker. Here we go. This Glaives completes. He's gonna go for the shade. He's gonna go for the big boy shade.
Oh, yo, there's more bunkers on the way there.
Yeah, that's a lot of bunkers. Adept can't really break through buildings that well, so we'll have to see how he plays this out. He might just dive for the tanks and then dive for the middle line. Or he could just go for the middle line.
Oh, it's a full wall. He can't shade onto the tanks.
Oh shit, you're right.
You're like, damn. Oh my god, but now the wall is down.
Oh no, there is a wall. The wall is down, and he can stay out of range of the tanks here and shade onto the tanks. Oh, and the friendly fire splash as well, but is the shade close enough?
GG gets called. 16 SCVs go down, but at the cost of the entire army of Patience. It was not enough. The defense was too good for Cure.
Yeah, no, I think splitting the tanks there really helped him. It just meant the tanks were able to get the shots off onto the Adepts rather than all, you know, blinking or shading on top of the 2 tanks and just not getting hit at all.
Yeah.
Instead, they got all the shot.
And really nice SimCity as well, like delaying the shades, you know, like he had to wait and he had to take down the depot first, which meant the Adepts also took extra tank volleys as they were doing that. Yeah. Nicely done. Nicely done by Cure.
Yeah, no, definitely a good defense. From Cure there. Mans was ready.
Exactly. Nicely done. As we are now tied up, 1-1.
Tied up 1-1 in the finals of the ESL Open Cup, number 56. As speaking of ESL Open Cup Asia, number 56, we load in here to Death Aura LE. And joining us on the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have the Red Terran player, hailing from South Korea and playing for Dragon Phoenix Gaming. It is Cure.
And spawning in the top left hand corner of Death Aura LE, we have the South Korean Protoss. We are tied up. We're 1-1 in this best of 5. Who will take that lead as he is representing Good Game Gaming GGG? It is Patience.
Alrighty, we shall see if there's any shenanigans this game, but so far it looks fairly standard, but you know, it's only the first minute of the game. Nothing's really gonna happen yet.
Yeah, pretty interesting pathing so far. You know, it looks like Patience is a little bit afraid of a proxy as he does check over the left-hand side and then the right, just to make sure.
Yeah, he's just checking around nearby in case there's a proxy. It doesn't look like he's trying to proxy or anything. Yeah. It should be standard as the scout comes. Oh, we got a boop. We got a bonk. A little bit of bonk. A bit of beep boop bonk.
Beautiful, beautiful. You love to see it. It's really, that's why Zest didn't make it through the quarterfinals, you know?
Yeah. He mineral walked. Like a pleb.
Like a chump.
Didn't get the head bonk.
Yeah.
SMH.
SMH. As we are getting into the swing of things, and again, it's, you know, all eyes are on Patience. This time, for the first time, Cure doesn't go for a bunker behind the mineral line.
Just takes the Reaper over. Probably gonna go for a standard scout, wait a little bit, and then just kind of show up, take a quick scout and leave instead of being, you know, excessively annoying.
Yeah, will allow Patience to, you know, get mining in his in his natural a little bit faster, or, you know, normally as he would like, as the Reaper does get in.
Yeah, he got in just as the Adept shaded out. But next Adept comes in here. He gets the information and gets out. He'll probably wait for a bit and come back in though.
Yeah. Meanwhile, that Adept did head out across the map. Does get met by a bunker though.
We'll see if we can slide the shade into the door, but I don't expect a player of Cure's caliber to let a shade through the front door.
Yeah. He should be on top of that. And we do see similarly to game number 1, Cure is looking to potentially go for a Widowmine drop.
Yep, his build is lining up as such for a Widowmine drop. And we'll see how that gets executed.
Yeah, we'll see if he decides to go for the armory again as well, as he did line it up quite nicely in game number 1.
Yeah, I thought he was going early in the game number 1, but I guess he got delayed enough that it lined up well. Meanwhile, we got the Phoenix.
Oh my. So this time we don't see your typical Blink Stalker opening, which is what we saw on Romanticide, which worked well for Patience. Instead, he is going for the alternative, which is to go for Stargate and Phoenixes.
Yeah, definitely an interesting. Well, I say interesting. It is one of the options, yes, and you know, he's going with it. It's yeah, we'll see what he does with this. These Phoenixes and Adepts. He might go into a Phoenix Colossus, perhaps. Is a possibility.
Yeah, we shall see. As at the moment they are patrolling here outside the main base. Ideally, they run in to the drop. Like that's their goal, their goal in life, if you will. But at the moment, they're in the wrong place.
Yeah, they are not in the right place for this drop. As the Widowmines come in.
Oh, no reaction.
Oh. Okay. he didn't target fire too hard, but those Widow Mines, and he gets out with 2 of them. But the Phoenixes are here. So this Widow Mine drop should be over.
Oh god, yeah, it does get completely shut down.
Mm-hmm. Very good response from Patience, especially with the way his opening wrapped out to be, which really helped with that.
Oh boy. Yeah, yeah. So thankfully he was able to, you know, utilize his opener well, and now he can go across the map to deal some damage. We'll see how much. It's going to be on Cure to make sure he babysits his Raven. It doesn't get caught out by those Phoenixes.
Yeah, but speaking of...
Okay.
They dodge each other.
That would have been disastrous.
Oh, that would be really bad. Ravens aren't expensive. I mean, aren't cheap. I should say aren't expensive and aren't cheap and are expensive at the same time. Anyways, Phoenix is coming in here. There is no missile turret, and they're gonna get some pretty decent SCP damage here, and they're gonna get out. Just gonna get out of there.
Yeah. They bypass the Marines, and they get even more SCV kills here in the natural.
Yeah, Phoenix is. Actually not a bad opening especially like even in a matchup like TvT. Phoenixes can do a lot of work if you use them well, but they kind of play out like mutas. You have to be active with them, but you can't use them too much, otherwise you don't have the energy lift. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
But the auto tart doing the big damage.
Yeah, the auto turrets are actually doing some decent damage in the natural and in the main base. 5 probes so far going down.
Yeah, not that bad. Not that bad.
Ooh. But the Phoenixes, they're hunting it down. They're here.
Yeah, they do find it. First, my voice is similar to Rainer, now it's similar to Max Pax. Who?
I'll be honest, I don't think I have ever heard Max Pax speak.
Neither have I.
I cannot confirm or deny whether or not Max Pax sounds like you, or you sound like Max Pax.
What is it with people comparing my voice to players? Like, my voice.
Oh god. I mean, eventually you'll reach the point where players are comparing, or people are comparing players' voices to you, or the other way around.
Yeah, I don't have that clout yet. I cast weekly. I cast weekly cups and amateur tournaments.
Oh god!
I don't have that clout. Oh no! The Stim Marines.
Oh boy, meanwhile the drop in the main base, there is nothing ready. Patience, he's trying to warp in a couple of zealots, but it's not enough.
Oh, he's gonna snipe the Robo Bay. Yeah, he does. He gets it.
Oh, Jesus. And now the Phoenix should show up, sure, but like he already lost 2 or 3 of them earlier. There's only 3 remaining.
Yeah, that's not a lot. And I don't think he wants to spend the resources to replenish them either. Though he might have to go with his Colossi stacking up. But I don't think he has enough Colossi to do with this much bio in a tank.
Well, the problem is that, like, again, the Colossus production was halted due to the fact that the Robotics Bay did get sniped and had to be rebuilt. Another Colossus does pop out, but okay, I was a little bit concerned. I thought Kira was just going to follow up and just continue to apply pressure, but he does back off for a moment.
He wants to give himself a little bit more time.
And
yeah, no.
Yeah, this is kind of scary now. Like, this is a pretty strong push. We have 3 tanks here. This does get scouted by the observer.
Yeah, he will see the assault coming in, but he does manage to get up this ramp quite without much competition. So he is trying to back up a little bit to get his tanks in a good siege position. And he can start leapfrogging his way up the ramp onto the high ground.
Yeah, and Patience has to be careful because at any moment, Cure can pick up and go into the main.
Oh, but this Colossi on the high ground. Extended thermal hit. But yeah, he's gonna scan and just kind of start hitting some of that high ground there. He's got the Medivacs too, so he can actually take out the Cybercore.
Ah, yeah, that is a very exposed Cybercore as it almost goes down, but the Zealots are collapsing on top of the army.
Yep, the Phoenix have picked up the tanks, but they're not able to kill the tanks just yet. They're just picking them up, and this bio is getting cleared out a little bit by the Colossi. But the tanks have been dropped back down, though. Ooh, the Colossi able to clean up here.
Wow, despite only having 3 Phoenixes, they paid for themselves. They CC'd the hell out of those tanks, and Patience crushes the army.
Yeah, no, it was looking even for a second, but once those tanks were lifted and taken out, like, it was pretty much over because those siege tanks were not able to target fire down the Colossi.
Oh yeah, they were not. The one thing going for Cure is that he kept the majority, if not all, of his medevacs alive, so he's still got plenty of them, but they don't have that much to heal anymore.
Yeah, no, there's not much on the ground.
Oh boy. Yeah, and Cure, he's getting ready for wave number 2. He's incorporating a couple of Vikings as well, and
Doom drop, doom drop, doom drop, doom drop. We got a doom drop.
Patience is ready.
He's ready for a doom drop. He was ready.
Oh, that he was. He does push it away. Meanwhile, the Warp Prism gets sniped.
Barely gets the snipe off with like a maximum range in the Vikings. But no doom drop. I think Patience was like, yeah, this is PPT. He's gonna try to doom drop.
Yeah, part of me almost wishes that Patience didn't reveal his hand and like the Stalkers were waiting a little bit deeper in so that like Cure was baited to commit in.
Yeah, like it's one of those situations where instead of stopping it up front, you can get more out of it. Like not only do you stop it, you also kill the army.
Yeah, and
you bait him.
Oh god.
Those Vikings though, the range of Vikings is so long.
Yeah, really punishing Patience there. Patience was being a little bit too greedy, poking him with the Colossus, and now he only has one out here at the front.
Yeah, that was a massive overextension there, giving up a Colossus. And the other one only half health when it comes to hull damage. And we've got more Vikings here able to just snipe from a long distance. He's gonna have to move to a different form of AoE.
Yeah.
Which he isn't yet. He's focusing on Immortals, which not really the choice I would have gone with.
It's not what you want. I'm surprised as well. Oh god, the Colossus.
Ooh, this is a dangerous game. Both players are playing.
Oh god, that they are. But the Colossus does barely stay alive due to that shield battery overcharge. But that also means that the overcharge was already used up.
Yep, there is no overcharge here. So if Cure is just like screw it and stim the ramp. Ooh, the flank from behind.
The surround, the sandwich.
But the siege tanks. So he's gonna be sandwiched in here, but we'll have to see how well he deals with this. This is a lot of AoE though. Disruptors have come out and the siege tanks are going down. I think that's gonna be both the tanks and he has to leave.
My god, once again, beautiful engagement by Patience. Both times he was able to just collapse on the army. Even a couple of disruptor shots were thrown in there as well. And Cure, his tank count, just gone.
Yeah, he has absolutely no tanks for him here. And there's still more disruptors on the way to replace the Colossi. What to look forward?
Oh, does pick off a couple of units. Meanwhile, at the same time, we do see Patience expanding, finally working on his 5th base. But Patience not feeling confident enough to try and end it and go across the map.
Yeah, I think he's worried about the reinforcements because he's worried about how hard Cure is taking up behind this. Because he has been, like, as all Terrans do, they're constantly taking. And right now, he's taken up the ghosts, you know, he's got a decent ghost count going. He's getting +3 in the way as well as EMP.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. He's getting up there.
Yeah, Cure's army is going to be terrifying as soon as 3-3 kicks in, which is on the way. As well as you were pointing out, those ghosts with those EMPs as he's hard committing to them. Ooh, interesting. Even a fusion core finishing up. I imagine there it is for Liberator range, as we do have Liberator production commencing.
Yep, we're reaching that point in the game where it's ghosts and liberators and marauders. As a ghost is getting getting sniped with a good blink. Good blink and a step back. But good EMP is coming out. Ooh, that disruptor shot. Takes out a few SCVs. It's not too bad though. Not something mules can't make up for.
Yeah. It was some nice damage done by Patience, but he can't overcommit into this because again, like the defensive position is just so good with all those tanks. Meanwhile, at the same time, there was a little bit of a back and forth here on the left-hand side as both players have basically split up their armies into 2 groups.
Yeah, no, it's basically like a 2v2. 2 armies versus 2 armies.
Oh boy, and once again, in production, we have the Dark Shrine.
Yeah, we got the Shrine incoming. But man, this is a 3-3 bio army with lib range. Liberators to back it up.
Oh,
Marauders
yeah.
too, so they can shred.
Jesus, yeah, as the disruptor does get sniped there, this position is just too solidly defended. Meanwhile, at the same time, Patience is moving in to see if he can find some damage here. Oh,
Nicely positioned tanks, though. Gotta be able to shell the army a couple times, send them packing home.
yeah, we do see Patience consolidating his army a little bit. Again, looking for some kind of angle here where the Liberators aren't positioned.
Yeah, we need those liberators to rotate. Oh, a decent connect there on the disruptors onto a couple high-tech units. This bio is quite up front here. Those ghosts are just running in head first, sniping out those disruptors. And yeah, there's more libs on the way. Able to set out those massive zoning areas.
Yeah, and
Thanks.
I do not think Patience should be here. He only has one disruptor left.
Yeah,
oh,
and
but it lands.
Is gone. Oh, but he does manage to get under the liberators and take them out pretty easily, so there's not much left here. There are more liberators on the way here. All that's left is a handful of bio and a couple of ghosts, and he's still waiting on reinforcements to come on.
Yeah, honestly, there's no reason for Patience to back off. Like, Patience is almost maxed out, like, with all these charge lots. Again, it's deceiving because there are so many medevacs, like, obscuring everything, but there's barely anything on the ground.
It's all the liberators, and his blink stalkers are taking out the liberators really well. The disruptor does go down, but there's nothing left on the ground. It's just liberators.
Oh.
So unless he pulls up some massive, like, perfect spaced stutter steps here, it's gonna be very difficult to come back with this few units.
Yeah, definitely. There's only one lib remaining. Oh, meanwhile, a flanking disruptor doesn't land, but again, there's barely anything here left on the ground. We have some reinforcing zealots.
Yeah, though the thing is, this is still 3-3 bio with ranged liberators. They're focusing on the planetary, and they will get it. And the liberator does go down. And Kira just using this as an excuse to trade out, because he needs to whittle down the supply count here.
That
The protons.
That he does. The planetary falls as well. The 5th base now. Kira's stuck on 4, but he does focus down one of the disruptors.
Yeah, he focuses out on disruptors. There's another lib coming out. The stalker's still doing so much here, but the 3-3 bio is still kind of shredding here.
Yeah,
he's trading out pretty quickly.
It goes to show, like, when it's just pure gateway units, like, Cure can still go toe-to-toe with it. No! The Colossus, no!
Colossus. A sacrifice.
Oh god, and it feels like Patience is being a little bit stubborn here. Like, the supplies have equalized. Like, he can't engage into Liberators. He needs to find another angle of attack.
Yeah, and he's gonna try that with his ramp, but still siege tanks positioned very nicely here, and a bit of Sim City with the orbitals. Oh, a decent EMP onto the stalkers. Oh, a couple more picked off. But yeah, no, this is a strong position here. He's got 4 range libs, and really, like, the blink stalkers can one-shot them, which is a big problem. But it does. But there's still so much bio. Like, there's still 3-3 bio, and they trade so efficiently against gateway units.
Exactly, especially when those EMPs land. But now with the reinforcing Colossus and Zealots, it looks like Patience is going to be pushing on in, and it looks like this time he may be able to finally break this position.
Patience runs out of patience. GG's called. And Patience pulls out the win.
GG. Patience. He takes the lead here against Cure 2-1.
Yep. 2-1 to Patience. It's been a pretty close series so far.
Oof, yeah, that was pretty close there. I mean, Cure, he teched up incredibly well, but at the end of the day, like, earlier on, he took some really bad engagements where he was put very far behind supply-wise, and he just had to claw his way back up, and he was trading as efficiently as he could. It was incredibly impressive, but it just barely wasn't enough.
Yep, unfortunately, not able to pull out the comeback right at the end. Well, this, you know, Cure is good, but unfortunately, there's a reason he's not one of the 4 horsemen.
Oh yeah. He's maybe this could be his year. I don't know. Like, he's still missing that big championship under his belt. You know, that big Codes win.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, Cure is good, but again, there's the reason we put the 4 horsemen and all that. You know. So we shall see how the year pans out for him.
That we shall. But of course, he is here against Patience. Patience, someone well within his skill range, and that is why these games have gone as close as they have. But again, he has to be careful because one more loss, and that's it.
Yep. As we join the players here on Oxide LE. Oh. Is he okay?
I think so. I think we're good.
All right, cool. No pause, so we're good. Joining us in the bottom left-hand corner of this map, we have the red Terran player, hailing from South Korea, playing for Dragon Phoenix Gaming. It is here.
And spawning in the top right hand corner of Oxide LE, we have our South Korean player currently up 2-1 in this best of 5 series. He only needs one more win to take the entire tournament today. Let's see if he can do it. He is representing Good Game Gaming. GGG. It is Patience.
I completely forgot my.
How could you? How could you?
How could I miss it?
It's even a part of his name.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And you know what else is beautiful? So Patience, he's out here with this probe. He looks like he was initially scouting around for a proxy. Okay, he's just going for a scout. Never mind.
Yeah, just a scout. Nothing too fancy.
God damn it, Patience.
Patience, my good sir.
Oh boy, and interesting decision here. Cure. He skipped his Reaper.
He did. He went straight for a Marine into the reactor. Curious.
Yeah. Okay. So with this initial Marine, he was able to deny that probe. Deny the scouting. He is working on that reactor, so he could be going for a more like bio-heavy push here. Early push.
Yeah. No. He could be going for like a 2-1-1 or something, potentially. But he's not even at a second building yet.
Yeah, this is very interesting because oh my god.
It's this build. Okay.
The greed.
Yeah, I think we saw this last week or something, or maybe yesterday. Where we saw the Rex expand into very fast third. Fast Inos.
Yeah, we did see it last week, and I think it was when Cure went up against Zest.
Was it Cure? Okay.
I think so. I believe
Time that played it.
Could have been Time.
But no, I think Cure makes more sense. Time's too aggressive to go for a hard econ build like this.
Oh my!
Like he's going 2 Rex. This is a 2-on-1.
So this is interesting to say the least.
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
So Cure, he does like give up scouting information again. Like Cure has not scouted across the map whatsoever. He has no idea what Patience is going for. This Reaper scout is incredibly late, which I assume is why he went over to the left hand side of the map in case. But again, he does give up that scouting information for a much faster third CC, for a much greedier opening to get into that economy a lot faster. We'll see if it works out for him.
Yeah, if you thought Ina's 3cc before Starport was greedy, check out 3cc before second Rex.
Yeah,
2-on-1
before factory, mate. We got a stim on the way. We had an engineering bay was thrown down for +1 as well.
We're throwing factory up. It's just started. Oh, and it's scene 2.
Oh, Patience. Yeah. He scouts the 2. He scouts the 1.
Yeah.
He doesn't quite scout the CC, but like you can deduce from this.
Yeah, usually a 2-on-1 would be finished. Would have.
Oh yeah.
You know, all 4 pieces up by now. But the factory's just he's not even taking a starport yet.
Yeah.
He's going for a 3rd CC.
Exactly. We've got a third And again, okay, it isn't quite scattered, but we do have Patience being quite aggressive, and he can be, because again, there's no factory units, there's no tank, there's no Widowmine, it's just Bio.
It's just Bio, and Blink Stalkers, you know, they can do pretty good against Bio. And that he shall do. Ooh, that hull damage though. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh my
Scary.
god. Yeah, that is quite terrifying. There is high ground vision, so he can attempt to go up into the main base, as he does have a Warp Prism to Elevator as well. But what a big brain play by Cure. He had a second Rax, knowing that the first one was most likely going to go down. Sorry, second bunker, and then...
Ooh, and he blinks on. Oh, is the repair there? Is the repair there? One more. Oh, and he does get it down. Barely gets it down. And Cure forced to pull the boys against the mass Blink Stalker all in. And oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed. Like, again, more workers are going down. Patience blinking his stalkers as best as he can. Again, there is no other, like, backbone to this army. It's just Marines and Marauders that are being pumped out, and that's not really ideal here. Stim did finish up, but there are no Medivacs to heal him.
Yeah, and the buffer of workers is gone, and this blinking is so good. Able to keep all the low health units from going down and the blink forward onto the Stimmed Bio, and there's no Medivac here. The Medivac's on the high ground. But then the bunker that's come up, just good enough to keep him from pushing any further.
Ooh, just barely, but Patience is not done. At any moment, he can warp in another wave of Stalkers, and again, there's only a single Medivac out right now. It's almost out of energy.
Yeah, it's gonna run out of energy. If this gets blinked on, he's gonna blink. Nope, he's just going for the bunker. Ooh, these blinks though, so precise. The micro on point from Patience here.
Oh boy, yeah, it's what you want here, and oh god, that Medivac almost already going down. This bunker is a saving grace for Cure. It's amazing how in the chaos of everything that was happening, he was able to rebuild it, and as a result, able to stay alive.
Yeah, this is definitely still full committal here by Patience though. He's not probing up at all.
Yo, he's
getting a third.
He's sneaking in.
But the stealth mission, excellent Snake.
Is there a Snake?
Snake. Anyway, stealth mission over. And now he continues to contain.
Oh boy, yeah, I mean, so far, I feel like Cure has defended well enough to have a strong enough army to eventually push out. I feel like Patience realizes this, so that is why we do see Patience is backing off and expanding.
Yep, he threw it on the expansion, like, you know, maybe I'll back off, and he's like, you know, I'll keep committing a little bit, I'll take up a little bit. But now he's reached a point where he's made the decision that this is too hard committing.
Oh god.
We're going from moments.
Yeah, and this is kind of scary. Patience, he just warped in a bunch of zealots, and Charge is about to finish up for them.
And who? Snake Eater. Why am I making Metal Gear Solid references?
I don't.
Shit. You know?
Have you even played a Metal Gear Solid game?
Yeah, I've played one. I've played like one of them. I
Have
don't remember.
you?
I just know I've played a Metal Gear Solid game. I'm not that young.
Have you?
I'm not that young. What do you mean have you? I'm not that young.
Did you have a PS1?
No, no. There was PS1. What are you talking about? I don't have to play the originals.
That's true, that's true. Metal Gear Solid 5 came out recently, relatively, right?
It was like a few years ago.
Yeah, yeah. But oh god.
Oh, okay. Here's an observer.
Here we go. The charge ults are here. There's a Colossus as well. The sentries are also here to force field the ramp just in case he attempts to get surrounded.
Yep. And he is trying to push in with the boys to get a crush off, but there is still a lot of stalkers here. He blinks onto the smaller army. He's gonna try and take it out real quickly here, but he did use the blink.
And he's stuck.
Really good force field.
Yeah, he just can't help out.
Yeah, does manage to trade out a little bit with that army on the side, though. Those Marauders are tough. So he moves around to the top side. And Patience still committing so hard to this. Still has not probed up.
Yeah, barely. Like, he's still down in workers, but he is up in terms of like the sophistication of this army. But oh, he has to be careful. The War Prism almost going down.
Oh, he does. I thought that he lost the Colossus, but he did pick it up with the Warp Prism movement back. But there's a massive concave here. And Cure, with a large concave of bio and constantly building up his workers, is able to clean up Patience's army.
GG, the greed of Cure paid off, going for that faster third TC, going for those faster upgrades as well. His goal was just to hold on for like his tanks and the rest of his production to kick in. And I want to credit a lot of that to those bunkers, like his repairs and his ability to just remake them and just barely muster a defense.
Yeah, he really was like held on there really well. Like I was not expecting him to be able to hold up against the Blaze Stalkers that well, but he really did.
Yeah,
He made it work. And yeah, kudos for being able to hold on that defense and bring it back with that third CC.
Oh boy, and now we're here. We're in the final game of this series. Game 5.
Game 5, the ace match of the finals. The finals.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Patience must be talking about cure defending well or something.
yeah, there's a little bit of bants going on in El Chat as Cure was able to defend. Patience was thwarted. Yeah. And this is it. Game 5 of the best of 5 of the final match of ESL Asia.
Final match. The final game set match for whoever wins this match. And speaking of match, we are joining the players here on Pillars of Gold LE for the final match for the final game in this match, this series, and in this tournament. Joining us in the top right-hand corner of the map, the red Terran player hailing from South Korea, playing for Dragon Phoenix Gaming. It's Cure.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Pillars of Gold LE, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the blue Protoss, representing Good Game Gaming, GGG. We have Patience.
And let's see if Patience runs out of patience in this ace match, or if he decides to take it calm and safe. And it's always the dilemma, isn't it?
It is. Does Patience play Patience, or does he play like Patience?
Man, I'm too tired for this. Not only do I have auditory processing problems in the first place, I'm tired. It's almost 2 a.m. Why would you do this to me?
It is. It's almost 2 a.m. Shout out to Alyx and anyone else in New Zealand at the moment tuning in, as it is quite late.
Yeah, it's okay. I woke up at midday today.
How are you tired? What are you? You're like, you're like, I'm tired. It's 2 a.m. By the way, I woke up at midday.
Yeah, that's at like 6 a.m.
Shaking my head.
I did stream today, and that probably didn't help. Probably a mixture of streaming and casting drain of energy, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm dedicated to the craft, to StarCraft. Well, right now I'm dedicated to StarCraft, because I'm casting it.
Exactly, and here we go. As so far, everything has been pretty normal. Nothing crazy out of Cure this time. He didn't go for an ultra greedy opening or anything of the sort.
Yep, just went Reaper Expand 1-on-1. Ooh, and he was off a probe. Not bad. Ooh, he gets 2! Oh, he is on fire. He is on fire, and he gets the grenade, so he can delay. Very nice. That was clean as hell.
GG.
Cure, Micro God. GG.
Oh my! So Cure already off to a really nice start. Again, it's a small lead, but a lead nonetheless. Something you don't really expect at this point.
I mean, it adds it forces Patience to think about whether he wants to chrono out more probes to make up for losing the probes. Otherwise, he's gonna be 2 workers behind at all times. Because Terran and Protoss, they tend to stay even on workers. They produce at the same rate compared to like Zerg that just like holds down the button and then a lot of are up here.
Yeah, we do hold down the button. That's what we do.
Yeah, we are very good at that.
That we are.
So we have a 4 Hellion 2-1-1 opening.
Interesting. Interesting that we do have this 2-1-1. So once again, going for this more heavy bio style, focusing on his stim.
Get that fast stim. And he's got the Hellions too, gonna dive those into the natural. Or try to. Oh! Nah, that wall is solid.
Exactly. Who does he think he's playing against? Patience?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on a second.
As famously Patience, he didn't have that wall in that game that we casted earlier today. God damn it, Patience.
Man study at a wall. There was a whole gap in the side. His probe walked through it.
God damn it. But thankfully for Patience, that Reaper is not here. Otherwise, the Reaper could have grenaded this Stalker out of the way and the Hellions could have dove in.
Yep. But in the end, it looks like, they're gonna be able to take out the... He can just step through, but 2 Hellions can't one-shot. I don't think.
They cannot, but regardless, they dealt more damage than they should have, really, killing, what, two Stalkers?
Yeah, they killed 2 Stalkers and get a full scout, which is not too bad, honestly, of a trade. The full scout is the important part. He sees the Twilight. I don't know if you saw the Robo Bait go down, but...
Oh, yeah, thankfully for Patience, yeah, the Robo and the Forge went down after the Hellions had passed by, so that information is hidden to Cure.
Yep, but it is quite a natural progression in PvT to go if you're going for a Twilight Robo opening to go for a Robo Bay.
That it is. Meanwhile, Patience is going across map with his Observer as he has yet to scout. The main of Cure is unaware of what the opening was, but by now he should be aware that it's not like there was a harassment-based opening, like there's no Widowmine drops or Banshees, otherwise they would have hit by now.
Yeah, no, it's already almost 6 minutes in the game. A Banshee or Widowmine drop would have shown up at like 4 minutes 30. So he knows he's safe from anything like that. But that does leave the question: what does he want to do? And I think can see the bio, he would have seen the bio count at least a little bit before it moved out, and might be aware there's a double drop.
Yeah, and he does have a nice spread of observers, as they are like, there's basically a line in the minimap along the entire map, so he does see the drop in the center.
He's got really good vision on the map right now. They're like wards in a MOBA video game.
That they are. So Patience is aware, he pulls his Stalkers back. He should be getting ready for a defense as he throws down, a couple more stacked defensive structures.
Yep, he's got a couple of sentries, he's got some Stalkers, he got a Colossus. He should be ready for a double drop. Like, there's no way a double drop can do any damage here. He's ready.
Yeah, he even has he's even throwing down all this stacked defense here in the main base, like a cannon, a shield battery as well. Patience is aware of where his weaknesses are. Yeah,
you saw that other push from that observer in the top left. That one right there, and that one.
Oh yeah. Observers are all over the place. Jesus.
He knows this knife has 2 prongs and is actually a fork.
What?
So the knife is the one prong of the attack. Like, other prong, suddenly it's actually a fork.
Yeah, there you go. He knows it's a fork. It's not a spoon.
Yeah. What? What is this?
Oh god. Alright, as we have the main army pushing out here for Cure, once again, like, all of this is being scattered. Like, Patience is well aware of everything that is happening in the center of the map. We'll see again. Like, it's no excuse that he's not ready for this push.
Yeah, I don't think he's seeing the observer shimmers. He's not looking for them. He did see that one in the middle, but he doesn't see the other three.
Unless he does see them, and he's just posturing, like putting the fear into Patience, you know?
He's establishing map dominance. I mean, he left the scouting marine there, so I assume he doesn't know.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say, as here we go, the rest of the army is coming along. The important part is the tanks are joining the fray.
Those being incredibly important against the Colossi, even as Vikings too, for the Colossi. So Vikings and siege tanks, very good against Colossi. Those motherfuckers outrange the Colossi by a mile.
That they do, as there are 4 Vikings. And what's important is that Charge is about to finish up. Charge is also going to be so key to holding on to this attack.
Yeah, that Charge will absolutely just decimate the siege tanks, or decimate the front line of the Bai army with those siege tanks targeting them down if Cure isn't careful with them. As he begins the siege on the main from the low ground with the high ground vision, takes out the cyber core, gonna take out a gate 2 and a pylon, but counter zealot attack.
Nicely done, forcing Cure to essentially 2-base economy at the moment. Patience has to be a little bit careful though, because again, oh god, that's a lot of production is depowered, and he doesn't really have an army in his main in case he drops in.
Which is exactly what he's doing. He's dropping in a single medevac, dropping onto the high ground just to help take out the production a little bit, which has basically just pushed Patience to decide, you know what? I'm just gonna go base.
Of course, this is what we were missing in this series, a base trade.
Without a base trade, well, here it is. To PVT, and there's the base trade.
Yep, here we go, as it looks like the 3rd base is forced. I mean, it was already lifted off, but no, he recalls.
He goes to the main. He's like, nope, I can't take this. I can't commit to this. Much like me, he has committal problems, and he's going back home to, save his base.
Yeah, like just really indecisive from Patience. Like, he's like, should I attack across the map, or should I not? I guess I shouldn't, because there are plenty of reinforcements there, and now as a result, he lost like half his production.
Yeah, no, he's down on gates here, and that's not too good. And having that all depowered as the stim forward comes through as he works on dismantling this main base. And these Vikings actually gonna be sniped off here by the Stalkers. Not being careful enough with the positioning there is Cure. And this Bio's just kind of shredding through this main base. But
that he is. Meanwhile, Patience, he's trying to maneuver around. He's gonna kind of needlessly lose a Colossus here, a bit of an A move, but he does catch the reinforcements.
Yeah, he's able to catch some of the reinforcements on the way, catch them out, and but this is still not looking too good for Patience, because this is a really strong position that Cure has, and here goes Patience. He's moving forward onto the bio with the Colossi and the Stalkers, and these tanks, all the regular tanks, this could be really bad for Cure.
Yeah,
half the army not there.
Exactly. So the main army of Cure does get taken out, but the drop did go into the natural. 21 workers did go down, and the drop is still dealing more and more damage as it kites away and it manages to escape.
Yeah, he really kind of just sacked his main army to get more damage down. Oh, the Blink forward doesn't get the medevac. Oh, gets one of the medevacs. The other one manages to get away.
Yeah, just barely. Meanwhile, Patience, he's down in workers, but he's relatively equal in terms of the army.
This entire flank is getting caught out. It's a lot of expensive stuff going down. He's losing ghosts.
At the same time, though, the Disruptor goes down, the Immortal goes down as well. The Archons were not a part of the fight. But again, Patience, he does kind of have the superior army here. He has to do something, though. Like, I don't know if staying at home is the right choice.
Yeah, he really has to do something before Kira catches up in reinforcements, because Patience is so far down on production.
Yeah, production, workers, like not just economy, but like, you know, 3 base against 3 base. Of course, Terran has mules as well. But it's so difficult because Patience doesn't have any AoE. There's no disruptors or Colossus with this army.
And he just has Archons, and unfortunately, Archons are not enough against Bio.
Ay, 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 and Kira's taking a 4th.
It's an orbital 2. He didn't go for a 4th on the, he didn't go for a planetary in
It's
the.
his main.
Never mind. You mind out. Still. Don't mind the 4th. And be rich.
Oh, this is run by dealing some decent damage if he's able to get on top of the tank.
Oh, but the stutter step backwards, he's able to keep it out of danger. And just decent kiting. Oh, that's a clash of armies though. That's a decent EMP going down. And onto the Nexus he goes, and that Nexus is gone. It is gone.
Aye. This could be it. Like, Patience, he has to try and stop this here and now because essentially he's stuck on 2 bases. Like that, he's not going to be able to reestablish his economy from here.
Yeah, he really just cannot afford anything at the moment. He can't afford to reinforce at all. His income is gonna just start dropping massively.
Yeah, so instead he commits to this attack, and oh, the tanks are exposed.
Yeah, there's nothing to buffer with these tanks, and they can get taken down by these stalkers here. And this base could very well go down, and it just might.
And we were meant to get here before. We were robbed of it, but here we go. We got ourselves a base trade.
Base trade attempt number 2.
Oh god, as the main CC could go down. Oh god, it's so close.
Please. Oh, it gets on fire, but it's gonna make it. It's gonna make it. He can repair.
Oh god. Meanwhile, every single Nexus is gonna go down. There's no recall potential whatsoever, as there are 0 Nexuses for Patience.
Yeah, there's nothing for Patience in the way of bases, which means all his buildings gonna be revealed, and all his army's gonna be revealed, and Cure's got the high ground.
Cure doesn't see the army, so if Cure unsieges, there may be an opportunity for Patience to pounce in. Okay, scans.
He sees it. Gets the scan off. I don't know how well Patience can fight into this, because Cure they have very even army supplies, but there is quite a few high energy ghosts here.
That's the problem, right? Like if they engage, EMPs are gonna blanket the charge lots and the Archons, right? And then that's gonna be it. Oh god, he goes in.
Yep, here we go. He goes in. Do we see the EMPs? I don't see the EMPs yet. There we go. EMPs and the Archons. The Archons are all gonna go down. The tank does get taken out quite quickly, and this bio's actually getting shredded by the Colossi.
Wow.
Really slow on the EMP. There's the EMPs there from Cure. It really catches him out. I don't think he was looking. He might have been elsewhere.
Yeah, but unfortunately for Patience, there is still 1 remaining CC. 2 remaining, as the previous one did manage to survive. So there's still mining, there's still production here for Cure.
And there's still mules. But Patience actually managed to get enough for a Nexus.
Wow, interesting. We'll see if it was worth making that Nexus instead of a couple more army units, as Patience is trying to lay siege here.
Yeah, like even though Cure lost that fight with heavy losses, and Patience is down on army supply, but mostly because Cure still has production and he still has a bit of money, like he's mining.
Oh, that he is. Patience does have the high ground, but Cure, he's attempting to land on top of the Colossus. GG gets called.
He gets called. In the end, the overwhelming numbers from Cure, still having his production up, able to take the game.
GG. What a final game. A bit of indecisiveness from Patience, and unfortunately he wasn't able to decimate the main bases of Cure enough to stifle his production, because he was still able to pump out more units. Even though Patience won the fight, it wasn't enough to close out the game. GG.
Yep. GG. And man, what a series. 3-2.
What a series. What a way to end it. Wow, just congratulations, Cure.
Congrats to Care. GG.
Oh boy, and he is finally able to take that win. I know he was kind of robbed of it, or it was taken away from him last week by Zest, but here, Zest is not best, as Patience took him out, and Cure fared much better here in the finals. Takes the win.
Yeah, he takes the dub. And he takes the money. And, well, he doesn't take the points. It's off season. But absolute congratulations to Kira. Both players played incredibly well. Patience had a really good run this week. I mean, Kira had a pretty good run too. Let's take a look back. He 3-0'd Solar.
Yeah.
Damn. It's not bad.
It's not too shabby whatsoever. So yeah, I mean, well done from both players, right? Like Cure won the entire thing. Patience was able to take out Zest and had quite a showing here in the finals as well. It's always great when it does go to that ace match, when it's so back and forth and up in the air, not too sure how things are going to turn out. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me as well, Alyx. I know I know it's quite late there.
Yeah, I'll be alright. Yeah, it's always a pleasure to cast with you, Light. It's always a pleasure to cast ESL events. I do love casting them, and I've cast a few in my time, which, considering how new I am,
Yeah, thank you for joining me, especially like during this period where my usual co-caster is MIA and stressing over assignments and school reports and things of that nature.
It's alright, I'll take the job.
F's in the chat for Yaku.
I'm unemployed. I'm not studying. I'm carefree and have no responsibilities.
There you go.
So I can take a job.
God, and thank you so much everyone for joining us today as well. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. As you can see on the screen right now, we do have our CranKy Ducklings weekly schedule where you will see the rest of the events for the week. Our next broadcast will be ESL Open Cup Americas tomorrow morning at 9 AM KST, as I will be casting that alongside Milk and Cookies. There it goes, as I quickly update that. But yeah, so if you enjoyed our cast, hit that follow button. We've got plenty more StarCraft here available throughout the week, and plenty of casters as well. Alyx usually joins me for things of the Southeast Asian or Asian time zone, but we've got plenty others for American events, Latin American events, things of that nature.
Yeah, it's a good time down here.
And Alyx, why don't you tell the people, where can they find more of you?
You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/queenalyx_ and on Twitter at twitter.com/queenalyx. Be warned, don't follow my Twitter unless you really want to. But yeah, no, my ad is wrong. Where's the underscore? SMH. But yeah, you can follow me if you want. Just be warned. I don't really talk about StarCraft as much as some others. I stream games. I tend to stream like a generalized quote unquote variety. I don't tend to focus on one thing. And yeah. What's something funny I can say? Give me Queen Alyx without the underscore, please.
There you go. Give it up, Yaku. It's not yours.
Yeah. Yaku
he does, obviously. And you can follow me at light_VIP on Twitch and Twitter as well. I do stream occasionally. I was actually streaming a ladder session before our cast today. We always have a good time there. But more importantly, as you can see on the screen, follow the CranKy Ducklings on all the social medias. We are on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube for VODs, and Discord for our community. So yeah, you can follow us and join us on all of those platforms. And if you want some more StarCraft 2 action that is not the CranKy Ducklings, ESL Open Cup Europe will be starting in a couple of hours. As I quickly check, yes, it will be starting in 4 hours. So in 4 hours is Europe, and then after that closes up in 10 hours, it is going to be Americas. So yeah, we've got just StarCraft after StarCraft here on Mondays. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoy. And as we head out, stick around as I'll be rating another StarCraft 2 streamer, so you can give them some love. And also be sure to check out our Patreon, as if you want to support us, you can support us on Patreon, or you can support us via subs on Twitch as well. There are a couple of different avenues to do so, but yeah, we're trying to do what we can here for StarCraft, bring as much StarCraft as we can to the community. Thanks everyone for watching.
Thank you so much. We will see you next time.
Ciao.
Meh.